Throughout his life, Michael J. Fox has experienced both triumph and failure. His narrative serves as a source of motivation, from his cherished position as Marty McFly to his valiant fight against a disease that threatened his life. On the other hand, there are whispers going on that his wife is going to leave him. We invite you to join us as we investigate the truth behind these allegations and celebrate the bravery and resilience that Fox has shown in the face of adversity. The life of this Hollywood star will be explored in a way that will be both emotionally moving and inspiring. Early life. Michael Andrew Fox was born in 1961 in Alberta, Canada. As the fourth of 5 children, as a self-described army brat, he had a nomadic life, traveling often owing to his father William's military profession. After his father retired from the Canadian Armed Forces in 1971, the family moved to Burnaby, British Columbia. William, a police officer who became a sergeant in the Canadian Armed Forces, encouraged adaptation in Michael via their nomadic lifestyle. Michael reminisced on his youth, stating, "I learned to adapt. Each new location was a new adventure, and I had to find my footing quickly." Phyllis Fox's mother worked as a payroll clerk and actor. Fox experienced a tremendous loss when his father died from a heart attack on January 6, 1970. He suffered another great loss when his mother died in September 2022. After overcoming the difficult loss of his father, Fox found the fortitude to go on and pursue his life's goals. At 16, he earned a part in the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's television series Leo and Me, which launched his acting career. 2 years later, he made a big decision and moved to Los Angeles to pursue his acting goals. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, Fox appeared on major television series including The Love Boat and Lou Grant, gaining vital experience and industry reputation. From 1979 until 1980, Fox polished his talent as a cast member of the drama series Family, where he played J.J. Lancashire, a buddy to the main characters. This part allowed Fox to showcase his acting abilities and establish himself as a bright young star. Fox also had a prominent part in Alex Haley and Norman Lear's sitcom Palmerstown, USA, which aired between 1980 and 1981. Set in a racially divided southern town during the Great Depression, Fox played Willie Joe Hall, a guy negotiating the intricacies of the time. This part demonstrated Fox's ability to handle serious material while also honing his acting chops. These early years of Fox's career laid a solid foundation for his later successes in Hollywood. Following his marriage in 1988, Fox temporarily returned to Vancouver, reuniting with his Canadian roots before resuming his career in entertainment. Fox's career took off when producer Ronald Shedlow spotted him, leading to his American debut in the television film Letters from Frank, where he was first billed as Michael Fox. However, when he joined the Screen Actors Guild, he met an experienced actor who already went by the name Michael Fox. As Fox explained in his book, Lucky Man, a memoir, this caused difficulty since guild regulations prevent 2 members from using the same stage name. He was dissatisfied with the alternatives of using his middle name, Andrew, as Andrew Fox or Andy Fox, so he looked for an alternative. Fox rejected the idea of using Michael A. Fox because it seemed pompous, given Fox's colloquial meaning at the time, and oddly patriotic. He needed a distinguishing name to join the guild. Fox chose to add the initial J to his name after being inspired by his favorite character actor, Michael J. Pollard, well remembered for his part in Bonnie and Clyde. He often jokes that it stands for real or genius. With this alteration, he resubmitted his guild application as Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan's 36-year marriage is a touching story of love, family, and lasting commitment. Was there love at first sight? Personal life. During the production of Family Ties, Michael J. Fox's personal life took a positive turn when he met Tracy Pollan, who would later become his wife. Pollan portrayed the role of Ellen, Michael J. Fox's on-screen lover, at the lovely West Mountain Inn in Arlington, Vermont. On July 16, 1988, the pair exchanged their vows and became husband and wife. Since then, they have established a warm and fuzzy family unit. which includes 4 children, a boy named Sam Michael, who was born on May 30th, 1989, twin girls named Aquina Kathleen and Skylar Francis, who were born on February 15th, 1995, and a daughter named Esme Annabelle, who was born on November 3rd, 2001. Fox was 27 years old and Pollen was 28 years old when they married the wedding. Their relationship has only gotten stronger over the years, becoming a reliable source of support and inspiration in spite of the ups and downs that life has to offer. In spite of the fact that he has citizenship in both the United States and Canada, Fox has never failed to take pride in his Canadian roots. In the course of a humorous part that took place at the closing ceremony of the Winter Olympics in Vancouver in 2010, he displayed his pride. On June 4, 2010, he was presented with the Freedom of the City Award in Burnaby, British Columbia, which was presented to him later that year. Although Fox and his family have their primary residence in Manhattan, they also keep a second property in Quogue, which is located in the state of New York. The middle of April 2024 saw the beginning of the spread of unfounded reports about the marriage of Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollen, which incorrectly claimed that the couple was on the approach of getting a divorce. A swift step was taken by the couple in order to rectify the situation, and they reaffirmed their commitment to both one another and their family immediately. They had been married for more than 3 decades, so the unexpected and false suspicion came as a complete and utter surprise to them. They issued a joint statement in which they voiced their dissatisfaction and underlined their steadfast devotion to one another and their family. They also emphasized the significance of love, understanding, and humor in the process of overcoming the challenges that life presents. A significant connection exists between Fox and his extended family, which includes his parents and his siblings, Karen, Jackie, and Stephen. This relationship extends beyond the constraints of his marriage. Throughout his struggle, they have been a consistent source of love and inspiration for him. The principles of love, trust, and unity are shown by Fox and Pollen, who inspire people with their beautiful connection and devotion to each other. This is accomplished via their strong family relationships and their marriage that has endured for many years. Successes. Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg were responsible for the production of the legendary time travel adventure Back to the Future, which went on to become a cultural phenomenon. In the beginning, Eric Stoltz was scheduled to play Marty McFly. However, the directors quickly concluded that he was not the ideal choice for the role. Although Michael J. Fox was their preferred pick, the fact that he was committed to his family connections made it difficult for him to schedule himself. Due to the fact that Fox was shooting Family Ties during the day and Back to the Future at night, the production crew went to great lengths to accommodate his television schedule. As a result, Fox only managed to get 3 hours of sleep each night. In spite of the weariness, Fox treasured the experience and referred to Marty McFly as his ideal part. Back to the Future was able to become the top-earning picture of 1985, receiving critical praise and captivating people all around the globe. This achievement was a direct result of the commitment that was put into the film. There was a strong connection between viewers and Fox's depiction of Marty McFly, which was both charming and resourceful. Fox was catapulted to new heights as a big Hollywood star as a result of the film's staggering popularity, which resulted in the production of 2 sequels that were released in 1989 and 1990. Continuing to establish his cinematic career with a succession of successes, Fox continued to ride the wave of success that he was experiencing. Teen Wolf, which was released at the same time as Back to the Future, was another film that was a huge success at the box office. It demonstrated Fox's comic skills and demonstrated his ability to connect with a younger audience. Fox played the role of a young guy from Kansas who is driven to achieve his goals and moves to New York City in order to chase his aspirations in the film The Secret of My Success, which was released in 1987. Even additional evidence of Fox's versatility as an actor was provided by the economic success of the film. In the year that followed, Fox took on a serious part in Bright Light's Big City, in which he played a writer who was having a difficult time coping with addiction and personal issues in New York City. Fox was able to explore more dramatic and intricate facets of his acting with this performance, which enabled him to dig into his range. Fox pondered on the fact that while it was a hard job, it also provided him with the chance to go deeper and explore darker subjects in his acting. Journey through addiction. Throughout his rise to popularity, Fox struggled with personal issues such as a rebellious spirit and a proclivity to push boundaries. As he became increasingly at ease in the limelight, he sometimes succumbed to the excesses of celebrity society, echoing the daring characters he played. However, the demands of celebrity and the desire to maintain a public image drove him to engage in self-destructive conduct and drug misuse, jeopardizing his hard-earned accomplishments. A watershed point in Fox's path happened when his wife, Tracy Pollan, found him asleep in their living room, the result of his heavy drinking. His terrifying episode made Fox realize the negative repercussions of his addiction, not only on his personal health, but also on his relationships and profession. With Pollan's unwavering support and tough love, Fox started to reconsider his options and commit to a road of recovery, resulting in a remarkable journey of healing and development. Fox confronted his addiction heroically, with Pollan's continuous support, finding consolation in treatment and advice for his quest. The road to rehabilitation was long and difficult, filled with setbacks and hurdles, but Fox's determination to regain his life and face his inner demons remained unwavering. Fox came from the depths of despair thanks to his incredible perseverance and devotion to his well-being, conquering addiction while also establishing a new route toward personal progress. Fox's extraordinary journey is a strong source of inspiration for those who face similar struggles, serving as a light of hope and endurance. His narrative exemplifies the transformational power of personal drive and the critical role of steadfast support in conquering life's challenges and emerging stronger and more resilient on the other side. Fox's political advocacy. Fox bravely entered politics in 2006, showing himself in a political advertisement supporting State Auditor Claire McCaskill of Missouri, a candidate for the Senate who was running against incumbent Jim Talent. The commercial was especially moving since Fox, who has Parkinson's disease, publicly discussed the consequences of his illness and expressed his strong support for research using embryonic stem cells. Fox discussed his personal involvement in the matter in the advertisement, emphasizing his strong dedication to stem cell research and its potential to lead to the development of cures. Fox emphasized that voters in Missouri had the chance to choose McCaskill because she shared his goals for advancement in medicine. On the other hand, he pointed out that Senator Jim Talent was against the progress of stem cell research and even tried to make the very promising field of science illegal. Despite the assertion that all politics is local, Fox emphasized the election's broad ramifications, saying that this is a global problem. Millions of Americans, including me, will be impacted by the decisions made in Missouri. The New York Times called the advertising one of the most powerful and talked about political spots of the last several years. Polls showed that Fox's advertisement had a significant effect on voters' choices and was crucial to Claire McCaskill's election victory. But Fox's opponents in the conservative community also stirred up controversy and criticism, claiming that Fox was using his ailment for political advantage. Fox persisted in her support of Parkinson's research and awareness despite the negative reaction, understanding the significance of elevating the voices of individuals impacted by the illness and bringing about significant change. Fox openly discussed his personal experiences with Parkinson's disease in later interviews and public appearances, underscoring the critical need for more financing for research and better accessibility to treatment. Fox has used his profile to lobby for legislation that emphasizes patient care and research, as well as to promote awareness and lessen stigma for individuals affected by Parkinson's disease. His unwavering advocacy has made him a major voice for those affected by the disease. Fox is unwavering in his dedication to his cause, utilizing his celebrity and position to draw attention to important causes, even in the face of criticism and political pressure. Fox has shown how hardship can be a transforming spark for effective advocacy and awareness by using his personal problems to become a strong force for good. This has encouraged others to use their own obstacles as opportunities to make great changes in the world. Fox's commitment to advocacy brought him recognition for his ability, influence, and moral leadership in uplifting others, and in 2007, Time magazine listed him among the world's 100 most important people. In 2009, he joined Dr. Mehmet Oz on The Oprah Winfrey Show to discuss his experiences with Parkinson's disease, his book, his family, and his primetime special. He also offered his narrative and thoughts. Additionally, in his 2009 program, Adventures of an Incurable Optimist, he discussed his contributions to the field of Parkinson's research. 2010 saw Fox awarded an honorary doctorate in medicine by the Karolinska Institute, a recognition of his extraordinary contributions to the fields of science and public awareness. On May 31, 2012, Fox received an honorary doctorate of law from the University of British Columbia and a doctorate in law from the Justice Institute of British Columbia. In recognition of his accomplishments as a performer and his dedication to advancing research on Parkinson's disease, he had pleasant memories of taking part in role-playing simulations as part of the Justice Institute's police recruit training program early in his career. His charity and Nike, Inc. teamed in 2016 to successfully arrange auctions in London and Hong Kong, generating $75,000 to promote awareness of Parkinson's illness. Defying Parkinson's, Fox first showed early signs of Parkinson's disease, such as a twitching finger and shoulder ache. In 1991, while shooting Doc Hollywood, his physicians soon diagnosed him and warned him that the condition may have a major effect on his acting career in the coming years. Interestingly, Fox is one of at least 4 members of the Leo and Me cast and crew who had early Parkinson's disease symptoms. However, this does not indicate a cluster and has not been thoroughly studied. Following his diagnosis, Fox battled addiction and resorted to alcohol as a coping method. In the Sundance premiere of the documentary Still a Michael J. Fox movie, he said that the first 7 years after his diagnosis were characterized by profound sadness and denial. Fox kept his illness a secret from others as he worked on several movies and television shows during this time. He was dependent on dopamine supplements to control the involuntary movements and tremors associated with Parkinson's disease. But, rather than taking the medication as prescribed, he abused it by mixing it with alcohol. In order to retain his professional performance, Fox meticulously regulated his pharmaceutical consumption. According to USA Today, Fox acknowledged in the documentary that he did not take the medicines for therapy or comfort. My only goal was to conceal my symptoms. I grew adept at controlling my drug usage to reach my peak at the exact moment and location that I needed to. After revealing his disease to the world in 1998, Fox started along the road to recovery. In the same year, he had a thalamotomy, a surgical treatment designed to reduce the tremors brought on by Parkinson's disease. This was a big step in controlling his illness and taking back control of his life. Michael J. Fox details his struggles with Parkinson's disease in his biography, Lucky Man, including his first 7 years of denial. After overcoming his addiction, he finally started the Michael J. Fox Foundation and turned into a fervent supporter of others who were impacted by the illness. In the book, Fox describes how he decided to demonstrate the effects of Parkinson's disease by testifying before the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee in 1999 without taking his medicine. I purposefully decided not to take my prescription before testifying, he says. I wanted the community to understand the entire impact of the illness and the seriousness with which it is being treated via my testimony. For people who had never seen me this way before, the transition had to have been rather noticeable. Holding back a storm, Fox said. I've been overly cautious by taking more medication than necessary. In an April 2002 interview with NPR on how he manages his symptoms while making public appearances. In other cases, rather than true Parkinson's symptoms, Interviewees may report dyskinesia, a pharmaceutical adverse effect. Dyskinesia is more manageable for me than the speech difficulties and immobility caused by Parkinson's disease. In order to control my symptoms during interviews, I make sure to take enough Cinemet, sometimes too much. People who have Parkinson's disease have told me I take too much medicine, and this isn't how my life usually is. My advice is to sit across from Larry King and decide for yourself if you're willing to take a chance. Despite taking medication for his Parkinson's condition, Michael J. Fox still has trouble walking and relies on a wheelchair for transportation. This is a constant reminder of the physical impact of the sickness, which he freely admits. Despite the many challenges that come with living with Parkinson's, he is resolute. Despite everything, he faces each day with a positive outlook and gracefulness, without letting his illness dampen his enthusiasm for life. Loss of control and independence are two of the many challenges brought on by the illness, which he recognizes. However, he is still determined to see every day as a chance to have a good impact on the world. He has emerged as a prominent figure in the battle against Parkinson's disease as a result of his dogged lobbying work and the creation of the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. In his relentless pursuit of a cure, he raises awareness, raises funds, and spearheads research projects. He discussed his method for dealing with symptomatic bouts in a 2002 interview when he admitted to taking more medicine than recommended, which may lead to dyskinesia, an involuntary movement disorder. He addressed his preference for controlling dyskinesia rather than the more incapacitating symptoms of pure Parkinson's, even though his drug regimen has been challenged by some Parkinson's sufferers. This is particularly true in high-stakes scenarios such as job interviews. Fox discussed the many potential origins of his Parkinson's illness with Hadley Freeman of The Guardian in late 2020. He thought back on his life, recalling time spent fishing close to paper mills and agricultural fields, as well as his usage of cannabis in high school when he had suspicions that government crops were contaminated. Recognizing that such thinking may lead one to ridiculousness, Fox admitted that fixating on these hypothetical triggers was futile. Coping with Parkinson's disease and memory loss. Fox's Parkinson's disease battle has brought cognitive difficulties as well as physical ones. Fox has seen the heartbreaking effects of memory loss as the gradual neurological condition has developed. He faces the terrible truth of missing special events and challenges to remember even the most ordinary facts. Fox has candidly shared the significant effects of memory loss on his life, including the grief and annoyance that follow the slow decline in his memories. Once praised for his keen wit and fast thinking, Fox now struggles to recall lines and hold fresh knowledge. His career has been much affected by memory loss, which makes performance more challenging. Once known for his remarkable memory and easy line recall, Fox now has the difficult task of recalling speech and scenes, a battle made worse by Parkinson's illness. Beyond how it affects his career, memory loss has seriously disrupted Fox's everyday activities and personal connections. Natural activities have become more difficult as he negotiates life with a disability that compromises his most prized memories. Notwithstanding these challenges, Fox is unflinching in his will to face Parkinson's illness with bravery and perseverance via his advocacy work. Offering hope and encouragement to people afflicted by the illness, he keeps supporting developments in therapy and a cure. Tracy Pollan, Fox's wife, has been there for him always, especially after learning he had Parkinson's illness. He often talks lovingly of how his family has been his anchor. In interviews, he said that Tracy's consistent answer when he told her his diagnosis was simply, "We'll tackle this together and we'll be okay." And her comments have been a lighthouse of hope. Michael J. Fox's marriage to Tracy Pollan becomes a fascinating side story as he confronts Parkinson's merciless script. Can love itself be the final story twist? Or will the darkest chapters of his illness threaten to upend their continuing romance? Is Tracy really saying goodbye? The truth behind the rumors. Veteran actor Michael J. Fox, who was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease at a somewhat early age, is reportedly divorcing Tracy Pollan. According to the speculations, The claimed separation results from Fox's health issue. Still, it's crucial to remember these stories are baseless. Furthermore, taken out of context is Fox's comment about forgiving Tracy should she decide to divorce the marriage because of his health issues. Michael J. Fox openly discussed in a recent CBS Mornings interview how he and his wife, Tracy Pollan, have negotiated his Parkinson's disease path together. The 63-year-old actor, who was diagnosed with the degenerative brain disease in 1991 at the age of 29, remarked about how his 36-year-old wife has been a continual source of support throughout his health challenges. Michael J. Fox said his wife Tracy Pollan has been a fantastic support system for him, although he jokingly said he's not sure how she feels about it. Declaring Tracy to be an amazing person who has gone through a lot, he showed his love and respect for her, acknowledging her own individuality. He also understood that she had a life apart from his Parkinson's disease and his well-known roles as Alex Keaton and Marty McFly. He said their good friendship came from this awareness. Fox freely discussed his experiences with Parkinson's illness when accepting the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award in November 2022. Remembering the terrible news, he was informed he had only 10 years left to work. Fox said that while he was confronting uncertainty about the course of his illness and how it would affect his life, the most challenging part of his diagnosis was that he had certainty about it. Renowned Back to the Future trilogy actor discussed his wife Tracy's relentless dedication to their marriage. She has faithfully kept her promises, he said, helping him through the highs and lows of his medical path. Though they knew his Parkinson's diagnosis would affect their life, he and his wife Tracy Pollan were not sure how serious it would be or how soon it would advance. Fox modestly said that he would have understood if Pollan had decided to call off their connection, but she has instead been a rock for him, reflecting the pledge for better or worse, in sickness and in health. He said he was appreciative of her consistent support over the last 36 years. She helped me through it and forward with me. Tracy Pollan, to those she and Michael keep close by actively listening to one another, offering assistance when needed, and honoring one another's limits. She underlined the necessity of emotional intelligence in their relationship. We feel what the other person needs at any given time and strive to be there for each other. Also, we give each other space when needed. Fox apparently complimented his wife, Tracy, stating she is the reason their family is blessed with everything things. He said that her impact and efforts directly lead to any good contributions or successes their family makes. Michael J. Fox, with Parkinson's, spun comedic gold in Spin City, but can his unexpected courage change the story of hardship? Cycle of retirement. Stopping, starting and stopping again. Michael J. Fox kept performing well during his valiant struggle with Parkinson's illness. He portrayed Deputy Mayor Mike Flaherty in the popular ABC series Spin City from 1996 to 2002. Among other honors, he received 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards in 1999 and 2000, 3 Golden Globe Awards in 1998, 1999, and 2000, and an Emmy Award in 2000. Fox candidly told the group during the 3rd season of the program his battles with Parkinson's disease. And during the 4th season, he had to make the tough choice to leave the program. Charlie Sheen subsequently took over his role, but Fox made sporadic cameos in the penultimate season and had a long-lasting influence on the show. Michael J. Fox's passion of performing became alluring, bringing him back to television despite his first leaving. He made a cameo appearance in 2 episodes of Bill Lawrence's comedy drama series Scrubs in 2004. Bill Lawrence had already collaborated with Fox on Spin City. Fox portrayed a surgeon suffering from the extreme obsessive-compulsive disease, Dr. Kevin Casey. His comeback on television started in 2006 and included a noteworthy portrayal of a lung cancer sufferer in Boston Legal. Despite his continuous health challenges, this portrayal earned him an Emmy nomination for Best Guest Appearance, therefore confirming his continuing influence on the television business. Fox's 2009 performance spanning 5 episodes in Rescue Me was a remarkable, turning point as he won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. This achievement opened the path for his further career on television, including a regular part in The Good Wife from 2010 on. Fox, acting as the sly lawyer Lewis Canning, displayed his extraordinary range and skill and received 3 straight Emmy nods. Michael J. Fox battled the terrible reality of retiring from acting once again in 2019 at the age of 60, as his health issues worsened with time. Parkinson's condition had seriously affected his memory and voice capacity. Hence, he could not go on his dear profession. Fox spoke movingly of his grief at losing his natural ability to perform, evidence of the significant influence Parkinson's had on his life and work. Though he was unhappy about his retirement, Fox was appreciative of the amazing events and memories he had gathered during his extraordinary career, valuing the chances he had to amuse and motivate viewers all around. Although a major chapter in Hollywood's history closes with Fox's retirement, his beloved star will live on. The entertainment business has been changed by his innovative performances, lobbying activities, and relentless perseverance. Fox is a lighthouse of inspiration that still shapes audiences and performers, leaving a brilliant legacy loved for the next generations. Without his wife's relentless support, do you believe Michael J. Fox had any hope of conquering his great obstacles? Tell us in the comments your impressions. Remember to like and subscribe. Click on the next video on your screen if you also liked this one.